This is a Fox 4 News breaking news report.
And breaking here at 5, the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office will not file charges regarding a deadly Independence police shooting 4 months ago. It left a woman and her baby dead. I'm John Holt.
I'm Bria Love. It happened at the Oval Spring Apartments on 291 Highway on November 7th. Fox 4's Hannah King joins us after speaking with family and with legal experts on how a decision like this is made. Hannah?
Yes, the family of Maria Pike, before this decision was handed down, told me they felt this was a murder case and they were hoping charges would come. We met with the prosecutor's office yesterday to talk about state law as it relates to use of force. No cameras were allowed in this meeting and there was no case specifically discussed in it either. But it was on November 7th when Independence police officers responded to a call of an assault. And soon they determined they had enough evidence to arrest Maria Pike, that woman right there in the striped shirt. Officers were allowed into the apartment where Pike was in a bedroom holding her infant daughter. Pike eventually moved out of the closet, sat on the bed. Officers were discussing how to take her into custody, and as you just saw a few moments ago, Pike grabbed a knife from a table while holding her child and charged towards the officer. Officials say that officer did not have room to retreat and fired 4 shots at Pike. She and her baby Destiny died, and today we spoke to a local attorney on how prosecutors come to decisions like this one.
The big three are, was the use of force reasonable? Was the use of force proportional? Was the use of force in a situation where the person using it did not have the ability to retreat?
In Missouri, a law enforcement officer can use force to make a lawful arrest. From there, the officer can use a level of force appropriate to make sure the arrest takes place. Once it's done, it's done. The prosecutor's office is looking for anything that is unnecessary force or incongruent with the event.
At the time, the question is what does that officer know in that snapshot of time, given the threat of serious physical injury and or death from the officer's perspective? The other thing is yes, at the time what is known is highly important, but there are also aspects that lead up to that situation that an officer might get in terms of from dispatch.
Not discussing any case specifically, the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office says if an officer is met with deadly force can be used in return. Deadly force is defined as any force that can cause serious injury or loss of life.
The threat is immediate, and the use of that deadly force is necessary in order to neutralize that immediate threat. For the officer's safety.
Gregory Watt, an attorney and owner of the Watt Law Firm in downtown Kansas City, says Missouri has one of the strongest self-defense statutes in the nation.
There's going to be an extensive investigation into that officer's background, into the victim's background, into the circumstances at the time, into the surrounding circumstances as to what led to that immediate snapshot of confrontation. And was that deadly force reasonable in light of all those circumstances?
And the prosecutor's office says their purpose is to determine if what was done was reasonable, defined by Missouri law, and not whether it was the best course of action. As a reminder, the police-involved investigative team, also known as the PIT team, an agency not involved in the shooting, presented the case to the prosecutor's office. Fox 4 has confirmed that shooting officer is still employed by IPD. John.